Alright, today we're doing 1,000 kilometer review of the Honda GB350. So right now we're on 974 kilometers, so we'll hit 1,000 on our way to the motorbike shop. So let's get going. So what I love about the GB350 is its classic styling. It's a great looking bike. Do get stairs sometimes. It's a really nice bike to look at. Now in terms of performance, we've got 348 cc's. It's about just over 20 odd horsepower. So you got plenty of power there for urban riding and also on the highway. So I've been up to 110 kilometers an hour on the motorway, and it's fine. Look, if you're going uphill at that speed, and even if you have a passenger, you'll notice some drop off there. But if you're on your own, certainly I haven't had a passenger at that speed, but just going up a hill I saw a little bit of drop off, but it's got decent power. All right, heading up onto the motorway now. Pretty busy. That guy we're passing this now lives in my street. So just under 100 k's an hour here, and bike's not struggling at all. It's got plenty of power behind it. We are heading downhill a little bit. Now, one thing I need to mention is there was a safety recall on this bike. So Honda said that the front and rear speed sensors, there's a manufacturing defect, and those sensors may allow water to enter, which would affect those sensors, either incorrectly recording the speed of the bike or potentially activating the ABS. Now, found out about this just over a week ago, so I haven't been riding. As soon as I found out, I haven't been riding this bike. since I found out in the wet, just in dry conditions. But we're now heading to the dealer to have its 1000k service, and they've got the parts to fix that defect. I haven't experienced any, I'm not aware of experiencing any issues with them. I try to avoid riding in the wet myself, but hey, it's good to have these things sorted out, right? So what else do I like about this bike? I like the upright position. Haven't done any really long rides. Probably the longest ride I've done is about 50-60 k's. Okay, here we go. This guy's changing lanes without indicating. Thank you very much. It's very comfortable with that upright position. I think if I was hunched over on a sports bike, I think after a while that'd get pretty uncomfortable. So I like this upright position. Really like the classic styling. Also the speed gauges here with the digital readout. So I've got the kilometers here and the time and the fuel gauge you can see there, and it shows you what gear you're in. Really easy, clear to see. That's one thing, riding high speeds on this bike, there's no windshield at all, so you're really just popping it. Full pressure of the wind. So would I recommend buying this bike? Look, I got it for just over 8,000 Australian dollars. I think for what you get, it's really good value. I would definitely recommend this bike. Great for urban riding, great for on the highway. Yes, it's only 348 cc's, but that's going to be plenty for what you're generally going to be riding in. Obviously, if you want to ride on a track and you want to race, obviously this is not the right bike for that. But for urban riding, some highway riding, I think it's perfect. Very comfortable seat, really nice suspension, good handling. It's a solid build, but it's not overly heavy bike, so it is nimble. Definitely one to consider. And I think you can't go past the classic styling, the retro styling of the bike too.